Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another SFO battle for you, this time with the Beta 4 Steel Faith Overhaul mod. And the creators were nice enough to let me get my hands on the beta build for Norsca. So you can see I am going up against Jack over here, who you've seen in my Faction Wars videos. I'm going up against Jack, and he does have the updated Norsca. And you can see here I am bringing my beloved Empire. And just something to know about this battle, these guys, I have two of these guys, they are Knights Panthers, I didn't know, like, it's in a beta phase, so all the new units, like all the units that are added to SFO, have not been properly changed price-wise. I did kind of cheat here. I got an extra like 300 gold because these guys were a 1200 rather than their usual 1350. But you can see main line of Flagellants going up against the Marauder-centric Norsca. I've got 3 handgunners, 2 Knights Panther, and a Zentler's Reichsguard. I do have 1 Spearman with shields up here in the front. My Sunmaker, I've got a Lore of Life. Then I've got 2 Griffins over here. So you can see these guys are opening fire. You can see he does have Soul Crusher, a huge main line of Marauders. He's got Throg here. Look at me, just missing all these shots. It's not very good. But you can see I'm going to be putting some good amount of hurt down here on these guys. And the Sunmaker actually did get a price increase, which is very good, I think. He's got a couple units of Skin Wolves. He's got some Norscan Warhounds. He's got the Miststalkers. And in the Steel Faith, they actually do add these kind of Regiment of Renown dragons. Like, for the Norsca Monster Hunt, you get the Cold Voider. And so you can actually bring him in multiplayer with Steel Faith. So that's very, very cool. And he does have that Guardian ability. So gives plus 20% physical resistance. And you can see he does have Throg here, who's very terrifying in this mod. He does have double regen, so we'll kind of watch as he regens. You can see some Skin Wolves coming up here. He's got a Famir Balefiend of Shadows, which is very cool. So these guys do center armor, which is nice. And then you can see just more Warhounds, more Werekin. And he's going to come forward. I'm going to keep opening fire on that kind of blob in the middle. I'm going to get some nice early shots here on these guys, which is fun. And then you can see he's pushing around, doing a nice job, letting these big troops get a little bit too close. So you can see I'm going to get some nice shots in there, do some good early damage against those Skin Wolves. But I'm going to be retargeting here on these mammoths as soon as possible. And I know I don't really have enough to protect my handgunner. So I bring my Knights Panther. I have to be really aggressive. I'm going to try and get these, either the Skin Wolves or the Norscan Warhounds here to just to really force the issue, because I don't want them getting to my handgunners, because my handgunners, as you can see, have a lot of work to do, along with my Griffins as well. So you can see here, I do redirect them onto these Skin Wolves, and then we get charged in the back. But luckily, these Skin Wolves do not have armor-piercing damage, so my Knights Panther are sort of safe. You can see this Mammoth a little bit ahead of the army here is going to take a beating. Over here you can see these Wolves and these Miststalkers are coming around, getting ready for the flank. But look at that Mammoth, almost dead already. And I'm going to bring my guys over here just to help finish off these Skin Wolves, because I need them free to help deal with kind of whatever's going to be coming around the flank. So you can see here my Flagellants get in. I'm microing other stuff so I don't get that charge, which is okay. And you can see my Knights Panther over here are going to get these Werekin are going to get a nice charge here on my Knights Panther, and so that's not going to go super well for them. But I'm going to bring some spears to support. And I still do have these Zentler's Reichsguard. So you can see here, scared off these Werekin. They do have regeneration though, and a decent amount of models left with 15. And you can see that Cold Voider just wrecking my front line as I kind of try and reposition. I'm going to bring my Zentler's Reichsguard in here. That was definitely a mistake, because you can see these Warhounds coming in. Famir Stalkers, I really needed them to come kind of push this side. But I'm going to bring them in here just to trap that Cold Voider. And then I'm going to try and shoot it to death. You can see over here these Warhounds are going to get through, I think. You can see Throg taking a ton of damage. Yeah, you You can see there, this is slow-mo. I guess he is getting shot, so it's hard to see. I do drop a heal there. It looks like my spearmen do catch those warhounds, but these familiar stalkers are going to get in here, shut these guys down. You can see, oh, this mammoth is getting in here against this amber wizard, which is not good. You can see Boris with his crush the weak is breaking these marauders. I'm going to bring my Knights Panther in here, and I'm going to flee with my griffins, then try and finish him off with, he does have that enrage going, which is very nice. And then these warhounds that came back are going to get in my handgunners. Throg has fled the battlefield, which is good for me, but these familiar warriors over here have gone through. I'm about to use all my ammo. I'm going to try and target some of this stuff over here. Now you can see I'm turning to try and fight this Cold Voider, who has decided that my Jade Wizard is a nice snack. You can see there, shot a little bit at that Soul Crusher. And you can see these guys just slowly eating their way through. I just pulled some of these Knights Panther out to try and scare them off. And my guys are just having a little bit of a hard time firing. Just my, I think they're obstructed by this Sunmaker here, which is not the best. But you can see here, his Skin Wolves did chase my Knights Panther, I think, off the field. Just blowing up those Marauders as they come back. And then you can see my Griffins are going to jump on this Mammoth, just trying to get rid of it. You can see it's very low health. You can see Throg is coming back. Let's check this out. Yeah, look at that health regen. It's just incredible. So he is pretty scary in this mod. You can see I'm targeting my Hell Cannon on their reinforcements. Again, having to bring these Knights Panther in the back. I've got one free handgunner unit, though, that is going to be firing into the Cold Voider. And you can see I'm trying to get rid of this Premier Bale Fiend. I'm just trying to save my Jade Wizard. If you can see here, it's really just the Cold Voider. Throg is not doing too hot wherever he is in the middle. And you can see Boris just got vomited on. Knights Panther coming in here. Full health unit of Skin Wolves. Luckily in this mod, I feel like they're a little bit underpowered. This mod just gives almost everything armor. So having that non-armor piercing weapon strength makes them have a very limited usage. Here you can see I do miss this Earthblood, which is very embarrassing. But I'm getting a lot of these shots in here. But yeah, just having that non-armor piercing damage is very debilitating because almost everything has armor. You can see these Knights Panther have armor. The Cold Voider has armor. Boris even has 96 armor. The Amber Wizard might be a good target. You can see even Throg has 65. So because they've buffed everything else in this mod, the stuff without the armor piercing has just kind of lost its role. Because before in vanilla there's a lot of things with less armor and they can be kind of useful, but in this it's very difficult for them to kind of find their own role. You can see Throg here is just getting gunned down. He's gonna try and flee. Just getting peppered in the back. You can see he's gonna shatter there. So you can see here, one of my Knights Panther got 0 kills on those Skin Wolves. The other one did pretty well. The Zendler's Reichsguard as well, and the Sunmaker, of course, as always. But real MVPs, this gun line, you can see 1 XP Chevron 2 there. And yeah, just really being able to shut down that Mammoth. Really being able to shut down Throg and then isolating this very powerful Cold Voider. Really, I think, helped me win this. You can see these Miststalkers. If they'd gotten a little bit earlier, maybe into those Knights Panther over here, I think that game might have gone a little bit differently if it could have shut down my firing line. But anyways, great game to Jack, and I got a number of these Norsca videos here that I'm going to be posting in the next couple days, and yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and that's that.